how do I know if I'm a binge eater?
Yeah, that's a really good question because there's always a question, am I a binge eater or am I just an emotional eater? Am I overeating sometimes? But what really distinguishes a binge eater from somebody who is overeating sometimes or has some emotional eating issues is the fact that they feel totally out of control. So, somebody with binge eating disorder or somebody who is binging, um, they'll eat until they're uncomfortably full and then they won't stop. And they'll want to stop, but they'll feel as though they can't. They'll feel real sick, uncomfortable, and they'll still keep eating. So that's a binge. And then a lot of it is about the feeling associated with it. So there's a lot of guilt, there's a lot of shame, um, there is depression that follows it. There's a lot of like what happens with an alcoholic who drinks, I'll never do that again. This is the very last time. A lot of black and white thinking. I'm never going to binge again because tomorrow I'm going back on my diet and this is the end of it. So they'll binge and binge and binge because it's the very last time they're letting themselves eat these foods. And the other part of it is just feeling totally, totally powerless against the food and against the behaviors, and having these urges that feel. It's not just that the urges are uncontrollable. It's like the ability to not act on them doesn't feel possible. If the urge comes up, it's like, oh, I have to do this, whether I want to or not. It doesn't feel like a choice. And the next part about it is if you're binging to kind of block out feelings or emotions that are really uncomfortable, depression, anxiety, if you know that the binge in the moment is just going to make you feel better. The next part is eating in secret, going and doing this in a private place and not letting anybody else see you eat, sneaking food. Sometimes people steal food. Sometimes people go and eat out of the garbage can. It's the kind of secrecy around food as well. So there's a lot of qualities about it that sound like an addict in a way.